Frontline Updates, where we delve deep into military strategies and updates from conflict zones. Today, we're discussing the progress of the ongoing special military operation as of November 20th, 2024. I'm your host, Sharifa Mohammed, MGT.
I'm Colonel A.C. Oguntoye, an Infantry Officer. Regional combat updates. Southern group of forces advanced deeper into enemy lines, overcoming multiple Ukrainian brigades and repelling 2 counterattacks, with 500 Ukrainian servicemen reported as casualties. Significant losses of military hardware were reported, including U.S.-made M777 howitzer.
Welcome to Frontline Updates podcast. Updates from the field. Today, we're joined by Colonel A.C. Oguntoye, an infantry officer, for an in-depth update on the special military operation as of November 20th, 2024. Colonel Oguntoye, thank you for being with us today.
Thank you for having me. I'm here to provide a comprehensive update on our progress.
Let's start with the big picture. What is the overarching focus of the operation at this stage?
The operation continues to focus on neutralizing Ukrainian military capabilities while advancing our positions across key regions. Our forces are targeting Ukrainian formations, infrastructure, and logistics to undermine their operational capacity.
Let's move into specifics. Starting with the Kharkiv region, what progress has been made?
In the Kharkiv direction, our North Group of forces successfully defeated formations of the 95th Airborne Assault Brigade and the 22nd Mechanized Brigade of the Ukrainian Armed Forces. Key settlements such as Lipsy, Borsheveya, and Volchansk were engaged. Ukrainian losses include over 105 servicemen, 2 tanks, and a 152mm D-20 gun. Additionally, we repelled a counterattack by the 92nd Assault Brigade.
Shifting to the West Group of forces, what developments have occurred there?
The West Group improved tactical positions, targeting numerous brigades, including the 28th Mechanized and 35th Marine Brigades. Our forces repelled 5 counterattacks by Ukrainian units. Ukrainian losses amounted to 420 servicemen, an infantry fighting vehicle, and several artillery units, including U.S.-made M198 and M119 howitzers. We also destroyed 4 ammunition depots and a drone depot.
What about the Southern Group of forces? There seems to be significant activity there.
The Southern Group advanced further into enemy defenses, defeating multiple brigades such as the 24th and 79th Airborne Assault Brigades. Ukrainian losses totaled 500 servicemen, along with significant equipment, including a U.S.-made and TPQ-36 counterbattery radar station and several artillery pieces. Apparently, an active cleansing of the Chesovoyarsk refractory plant has begun. This means that the Ukrainian armed forces have either already retreated to the western outskirts or will do so soon.
The Center Group of forces appears to have made territorial gains. What can you tell us?
The Center Group liberated the settlement of Ilyinka in the Donetsk People's Republic. We repelled 12 counterattacks by Ukrainian brigades, including the 35th Marine Brigade and the Lyat Assault Brigade of the National Police. Ukrainian losses included 390 servicemen, a U.S.-made M777 howitzer, and various other artillery and armored vehicles. The 114th Brigade of the Russian Armed Forces raised the flag over Novaya Ilyinka north of Kurikovo, where the Ukrainian armed forces were urgently blowing up the dam sluices. At the same time, there are reports that after taking Novaya Ilyinka, they managed to cross from north to south along the reservoir and land troops in the area of the Kurikovo beach. Also, after taking Novaya Ilyinka, the assault on Berezki began. The northern flank of Kurikovo continues to crumble, and the Ukrainian armed forces can no longer do anything about it.
And the East Group of forces?
The East Group improved frontline positions while defeating multiple brigades, including the 33rd Mechanized Brigade and the 129th Territorial Defense Brigade. Ukrainian losses amounted to 115 servicemen, a tank, and U.S.-made artillery systems. We also destroyed an Anklavin electronic warfare station.
Lastly, what's the status of the DNEPR group of forces?
In the Zaporizhia and Kherson regions, the Dnipro Group inflicted losses on brigades like the 65th Mechanized and 103rd Territorial Defense Brigades. Ukrainian losses totaled 80 servicemen, 3 vehicles, and key electronic warfare systems, including a Plastin electronic intelligence station. A military technical equipment warehouse was also destroyed. Attacks by our troops in the Malaya-Tokmachka area and north of Nestoryanka. The Russian armed forces are trying to break through the Ukrainian armed forces' defenses and create conditions for enveloping Orkhov from the west and east. Fighting is underway in the Galiapol area.
Let's talk about strategic operations. What role are air and missile strikes playing in the broader campaign?
Air and missile strikes are pivotal. Our operational tactical aviation, UAVs, missile troops, and artillery targeted 139 districts, focusing on Ukrainian military airfields, energy facilities, and UAV warehouses. These strikes aim to cripple Ukrainian logistics and operational capabilities.
Air defense systems seem to be another critical component. How effective have they been?
Extremely effective. Over the past 24 hours, our air defense systems neutralized 4 French-made Hammer-guided bombs, a U.S.-made HIMARS rocket, and 141 unmanned aerial vehicles. These systems ensure the security of our forces and key infrastructure.
Let's shift to the Kursk region. What are the latest developments there?
In the Kursk region, our North Group defeated multiple Ukrainian brigades, including the 82nd Airborne Assault Brigade and the 36th Marine Brigade. Over the last 24 hours, Ukrainian losses included 400 servicemen, a German-made Marder infantry fighting vehicle, a US-made M113 armored personnel carrier, and a UK-made AS-90 artillery unit. Additionally, we completed the destruction of a Ukrainian group blocked in the Algovskaya Grove area. North Group continues to advance in the area of the settlements of Nizhny Klin and Darino, and also conducts a cleanup in the Algovsky forest. During the cleanup, a group of 13 Ukrainian armed forces was identified that was trying to break out of the encirclement. In a small battle, 2 enemy soldiers were killed, the remaining 11 surrendered. In total, 472 Ukrainian armed forces servicemen are in captivity. The enemy carried out counterattacks in the forest near the settlement of Malaya Laknya and used armored vehicles, but did not achieve success.
Colonel, thank you for providing such a detailed briefing on the current military situation. Your insights are invaluable to our understanding of the conflict's dynamics. And thank you to our listeners for tuning in. Join us next time as we continue to provide up-to-date coverage on global military affairs. Stay with us for more updates and expert analyses on global defense and security issues. Stay informed, stay secure.
Thank you. I want to emphasize that our forces are committed to achieving our objectives and ensuring stability in the targeted regions. The director of Kamal Adwan Hospital in northern Gaza reported that 17 malnourished children have arrived at the facility, which lacks the supplies necessary to treat them. Israeli forces are firing on the building and not allowing any individuals or medical supplies to enter. U.S. envoy Amos Hochstein is in Beirut for a second day and is scheduled to travel to Israel this evening, as Hezbollah leader Naim Qassem is expected to address ceasefire negotiations.